Star Wars. Have you ever fallen in love with the franchise? It's a shame if you haven't, as to some it is more than life. Well, we are not talking just about the fans, but about the people who grew up with it. There is no doubt that this fascinating franchise was a trendsetter. Moreover, it positioned itself as a cult brand, and you will not be able to deny that hardly any brand could come closer to it. What was the secret of the success of the Star Wars saga? Have you ever thought about it? If not, then now is the time to pay respect to the legendary franchise as well as its creator, George Lucas, superstar creator. Well, we are not going to start any introductory session about George Lucas, as you know he may be from childhood. This mighty creator of Star Wars and Indiana Jones was exceptional beyond words. The translation of his thoughts into actions could be seen on the silver screen. His exploding ideas were so great that you will faint if you know his net worth. Any guesses? Be ready with your popcorn, as his net worth is estimated at $10 billion plus. Well, maybe you are not shocked and were expecting this all the way. Some might think, didn't he gain $4 billion and not 10? Theoretically, you are right, but ever since the buyout in 2012, Disney stocks skyrocketed and soared to exponential heights. Well, he was truly one of the greatest filmmakers ever. This makes us wonder, why did he sell his baby, Star Wars, to Disney? The mighty sellout. This news came as a shock to most back in 2012, when he announced his plans to move away from the business and was turning a new page in the process by deciding to traverse through the unknown boulevards of philanthropy. How can he do this? The fans were not ready to accept. They thought he would collaborate with Disney, at least in future projects, and contribute his billion-dollar ideas. Rumors are there the collaborations did not bode quite well, and he was seldom involved in the Star Wars new project. He seemed to have said that he was disappointed seeing the latest version. Then why did he sell? Was it for philanthropy? Was it for spending time with his family? Was it for raising his daughter? Or was there any other spurious reason which we will never know? Royalty in billions? So, did he make just a one-time gain by the sellout, or is he still gaining now? What were the clauses of his transactions with Disney? Does he have monetary rights still over the franchise? Well, sources confirm all the above. It was said that he made it clear that he keeps the rights of all the merchandising regarding the brand or franchise. Not just this, he also kept the rights for all the sequels. Well, he was smart. Those two clauses made him the most successful entrepreneur in that industry, as he became a billionaire in no time. It's not clear, though, whether these clauses apply for the Indiana Jones franchise as well. Stellar stock. The transaction was carried out partly in cash and partly in stocks. This made him virtually the owner of the Disney company, as he became the second largest shareholder of the firm after Steve Jobs. Ever since that, the goddess of fortune has always bestowed her grace upon him. Wonder how? Ever since the day Lucasfilm was bought by Disney, expectations around the stock rose quickly, which was seen in the stock prices. Markets drove its value manifold, making Lucas even richer. That gives room to a question. Did his creativity finally yield to money, or did he feel drained and was time to capitalize on his gains? Whatever might be the case, he still earns a lot of money as royalty, merchandising, and appreciation in the stock. Sad to see that we don't see his creations. Regrets? Is his conscience pricking him that he preferred money over his brainchild? He has claimed that he has no regrets, but we find it hard to digest, especially in the wake of things that he has said upon the release of the latest version. He said they just ignored his notes while making the version and gave no regard to him or hardly consulted him. Nevertheless, he has to make peace with it, as it was his own decision to sell the franchise. Philanthropic Lucas. Well, he wants to do something for humanity, as he said in his retirement speech. But did he? He was said to have donated huge sums of money to charitable institutions, for promoting innovation in schools, especially film schools, for the establishment of charity foundations for educational purposes, and the creation of a narrative museum in his name, which is far from the beginning. This begs the question, are these all active charitable works? Hard to believe that he abandoned his projects just like that for monetary benefits. Maybe he grew insecure with the time that he'd failed to rise to the expectations set by the fans, and looked like a clown. He retired at the peak of his career, so he was lucky to see himself held up high on the pedestal. What would have happened if he had not completely retired? Would he have made the series even better like usual, or would he have sunk low? We can never say. Let us be respectful to him and give him a standing applause.